Tessa from MamasGeeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel.
Hello, guys. I think we're all super excited to be returning to the Sonic cinematic universe. And I would like to know, I know you probably can't give us too many spoilers, but what can people expect from this new movie?
Oh, man. Well, thanks. It's exciting to sit here and chat with all of you and see that you're as excited as I am, and we are.
Yeah.
Second time around, it's like, I don't know, it's really rare to get to do a sequel, right? Like that means that the first film came out and it was popular. People like loved it, and the video game people, like the fan base was all excited. So the fact that we got the ticket to and the green light to make another one,
Yeah.
we just got to jump at the opportunity, and it's exciting. And to bring this big new kind of more turbocharged version of Sonic to that audience, and also to maybe an audience that wasn't familiar with the game or the first movie. You know, it's a movie for everyone, and it's a thrilling ride, and I'm as big a fan as most people are.
Yeah, for sure. I think he covered it all.
I like to talk to you.
That's Tom. No, I think, you know, it's so fun for, I think he answered it.
Were there any fun on-set pranks or fun stories you can tell us about from behind the scenes?
I think what you see on the screen is the chemistry that we all had, because we actually hung out outside of just work. But even while we were on set on that icy, and also it was weird because it was hot out, but it was also icy on our feet and cold. We were in between, you know, he was singing, you know, he's a singer. He has a really good voice.
I like to remind everyone that I can sing all the time.
All the time.
I'm so stage starved.
Didn't stop.
Yep.
But yeah, we just like had a really good time. Natasha Rothwell, who plays my sister, and Shamar Moore. I think all of that chemistry and all that fun that you see on the screen is actually because it was real life.
I got excited to see a bunch of new actors who had to act with a piece of green tape. Like we had to do the first time around.
Yeah.
Come in like, nah, it's not so easy, is it?
Not so easy.
Not so easy. But Tika's right. It's such a great big family. I show up on set. You hear first of all Tika's laughter from like another, like I was on Maui and she was on Oahu and I heard it. No, it's joy. Like this is such a good family. And the production leads with its heart, and much like the movie does. And I think that's why the movie works as well as it does, because you can have all these beautiful set pieces and action sequences, and if that heart's not at the center of it, you know, there's no emotional stakes. But that's the experience for me working on this with Tika and Natasha and Adam and Ben and Jim and everybody. It's like there's such a huge element of joy about making these movies. And I think that obviously bleeds into the experience for the audience as well. They get to see us having a good time, and that's one of the special things about it.
I want to know what the chemistry is going to be like between Tom and Maddie this time around. What can the audience expect as far as the evolving marriage between you two?
Oh, I like that question.
Couples retreat too. In Hawaii, I see.
I know. I think Maddie is kind of the loose one who's like, look, let things go. You know, I think Tom is more the holding on tight and you know, especially when Sonic wants some independence. And Maddie's trying to like really calm her partner down to say like, let him go. He needs to be who he is, and he'll come back when he needs us. And we have him if he does. So it's like that constant balance of like the crazy one and the logical one. And I'm the logical one from 1 and 2.
It's true. Yes, it is true. I've lost my mind. No, we complement each other well as a couple and as a parenting team. And I think it's caught us both, or it caught Tom more off guard, maybe, you know, because you are definitely more kind of chill about the whole thing. But Tom's like, oh, I didn't anticipate taking this friendship, because the first film was like a buddy comedy. And then it becomes this like, oh, I'm actually having to give him advice on how to grow up or not to grow up or all these things. And you see Tom kind of figuring it out along the way as well, because he wasn't really prepared for it. But she's right in that Tom's like, but he's going to do this.
Yeah.
And the world's going to, you know, he's going to screw everything up. And she's like, let him spread his wings and let him figure it out on his own. And so she's
like real parents,
like real parents, you know, and Tom's just like, okay, you sure that's going to work? You know, because he's just used to being his buddy, you know?
This is a really, really hard question. So I want you to think long and hard about
I'll
it.
answer it.
Okay.
Who do you think is the funniest person?
I'm right here.
Who do I think is the funniest person on set? It's definitely not James Marsden. Oh my God. I think it's a mix. It's a bit we do. It's definitely, you know what? James literally does make me laugh
Okay.
all the time.
like
Natasha
saying that.
Rothwell is super funny. I think Shamar is actually funny. He got in on some of the like joking around and yeah, I feel like this cast brings all their quirky funniness. They're all very specific to who they are, especially James. But literally I laugh all the time with this one and I try not to sometimes, but like he is actually really funny. He's very symmetrical and funny. I mean, gosh, how does God do that? Like, why?
I'm symmetrically funny. That's what she meant to say.
Do you act against just green tape, or just sometimes is somebody dressed up in like a green suit or something? Because you guys do it so seamlessly, both of you, and it is amazing. So I just want to know the process, what you act against, and how hard it is.
We have a great partner who's not seen on camera. His name is Scott.
Scott Patey.
Scott Patey, and he actually has a cameo in the movie, but you know, he really helps us bring the emotion because he kind of acts as the character, you know, because Ben wasn't there, but he's off on the side, just working really hard to make sure that we get everything we need to speak to the tape. And then they, you know, put Sonic in. But the great thing about the first one is we know exactly how Sonic looks, and the director's very specific on where we have to place our hands so it makes sense. And then also being in the scene with another human and they're emoting their emotions and you're just in it with them. Like it's a real scene. So you're using your imagination.
Yes. You do that a lot on these movies, for sure. Tika's right. I mean, you know, when he's standing still, it's a piece of tape. When he's walking, it's a tennis ball at the end of a rod. Someone will do this, and so that your eye line can follow him. If you're holding him, it's like a blue bean bag so that you can sell the weight. And then sometimes it's just like this kind of crude stuffed animal that we're looking at, right?
Yeah.
But it does require your imagination.
Are there any good life lessons that kids can learn from Sonic and the Gang this film?
Oh yeah. Sonic and what? Sorry?
Sonic and the Gang, from everybody.
Oh,
Any
Sonic
good
and the
life
Gang.
lessons?
Gotcha. Sonic and the Gang. Absolutely. I mean, there's a theme this time around where, you know, Sonic's kind of growing up and getting his, you know, spreading his wings a little bit and wanting to maybe even break the rules and sneak out and be the Blue Justice, pretending to be Batman. He's eager for the world to learn about his superpowers and use them for good. And sometimes he does it a little rough around the edges and a little recklessly. But he's also, he doesn't have a core group of friends, right? So he's got his family, but we all know as a parent, I know that my kids always, like, you can't be their best friends either, right? You want them to have a core group of friends. But for me, like, one of the reasons why I think the movies work so well is that there's that component of the importance of the bonds of family and, you know, connection, friendship, all of those things, acceptance, belonging. And I think that anyone can see, you know, for me, it's when you look at superheroes, they're only interesting to me if they have a human element or many human elements to them. It's easy to, you know, for them to fly or lift cars or run fast, but, you know, what is it about them that they don't understand? What's their, you know, what's going to make them grow and learn about themselves, that they're fallible and that they have some sort of self-discovery in front of them. And to me, it's like, if you can, for kids to take away from this, is the importance of family. It's the importance of belonging, the importance of accepting people and having friends. And I'm just going to stick with that one, I think.
I was wondering what you think it is about the story, the characters, just why is it so relatable to such a diverse group?
I think it's like, you know how gumbo has a bunch of different ingredients? Like, you can't just have the cartoon only, and you can't just have like human beings running around because you're like, well, where is the thing that I'm here for? You have to have a mixture of both, mixed with human elements, mixed with heart, mixed with adventure, good story. The writers are fantastic. And then Jeff Fowler, who's our director, who had a vision, right, for what he thought this movie would be. And so I think it's all of those things mixed together. It's the nostalgia from people who grew up with Sonic, but it's also this new generation coming in who just likes this cool kid who's going fast, who's making these decisions, who they see themselves in, and somebody who's kind of an odd man out. And I think everybody has at some point in their lives felt odd and not included in, you know, in whatever group they're in. And so I don't know, it's this kind of mixture of all these things that made it work. And
yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. Ben said once, he said, you know, it's this like heart, humor, and action. Like you got those three elements right there, and that's a good starting place.
No, the lamb chops, that's cute.
Hi there. So it seems like you guys really have a lot of fun together.
We're
And-
actors.
Yeah. Good job.
This isn't real.
Oh, we love each other.
We do love each other.
So Tika said that James, you love to sing when you were on set and stuff. Would you like to sing a little something for us?
Singing, it's anything that gets me attention on set, basically. I don't know what I would sing.
He's
What do
a
I
great
sing?
singer. What do you want him to sing?
What do I sing on set?
You were just singing, you just pick out these songs and just randomly sing them. And I'd be like, oh, that sounds good.
I was just trying to impress them.
All right, sing your best song that you got
Oh,
in your
no,
pocket.
I
Your
don't know. I
go-to.
haven't
Your
been-
Mary had a
go-to.
little
I've
lamb.
been dreaming of a true love's kiss. That was an Enchanted.
I was actually hoping it was going to be that. Thank you for
Oh,
making my
there
dreams
you
come
go.
true.
I like
You know-
to show off and promote my movies.
I'm Tessa Smith with MamasGeeky.com, and I know we're talking about 2 here, but they've already said there's going to be a 3. So are you guys excited to continue the Sonic universe?
I'm excited. I hope they invite me back. You know, we might be getting a divorce.
Invite
No,
me
I'm kidding.
After this interview. Yeah. Going back to the drawing board for Sonic 3.
No, I think we're all really excited to see what's next and to see how people, you know, embrace number 2. And, you know, we're like a big family and we love to laugh. We love to create great art. And so I think
Yeah.
we're all just really excited.
Yeah. We're just like pinching ourselves every day that we're doing a sequel right now. And then they've announced a 3rd one. I'm excited about new characters they might introduce, more game things that they might pull and put into the next ones. But right now we're just kind of in the moment, you know, excited about bringing the 2nd one to everybody. And hopefully, you know, the world responds in a positive way to it. And kind of like, you know, the way I did when I saw it the other day.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to all of my monetary supporters, my members here on YouTube, as well as my patrons. If you haven't joined yet, please consider doing so. We have some really awesome perks, including a monthly Zoom meeting where we get to talk face to face. Thank you again to everyone who supports me.